All right, my friends, we are back. Week 8 action continues. Our next match will feature the Lyran Debutantes hosting the Luthien Dragonborn. So real quick, before I forget, let's go ahead and fix this. I need a way to be the other team, Dragonborn. And then I need these guys out of the way. And then I come down here, and we unclick them, and we make the Lyrans the home team. And there we go. All right. And then we load unit list. Debutantes versus Dragonborn. And I give, let's see, these. I need a bot, actually, before I do that. Debutantes. Give the Debutantes their mechs. And then give Darius his guys. Alright. So, quick look at the lineup. King Crab, Griffin, and Spider hosting the, or bearing the, I don't know, one of the Ghost nope, not Ghost, Ryukin Ni colors, taking on the Debutantes. We got a Zeus, a Wolverine, and a Locust. Pretty straightforward Lyran lineup, I think. You've got about 30 tons on them, though. And 1,500 battle value. How are you feeling about this match? I feel like you're probably going to just steamroll them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Both teams have a 2-1 pilot. Both teams have a 3-4 or 3-3, which is almost the same thing.
Like I said, these guys aren't warriors.
Fair enough. All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll 1d8 real quick to see which home edge the Lyrans will take, and they're going to take the first one, starting with the northwest corner, so they will start in the northwest. That's not who needed to do that. I did that wrong again. Okay, there we go. And then, Darius, if you could take the southeast side. Also, feel free to take a look at your pilots, make sure their information is correct. I did do the extra step of manually inputting and then re-exporting the pilot information.
All right.
But please double check in case I got it wrong. I am human, as they say. And then when you're ready, just click done. Dragonborn coming in with a 3-win streak after having suffered a 3-loss streak. They have definitely turned themselves around. Let's see if they can continue. Debutantes, they've had a bit of a tough season. Sitting at roughly 3-4 or something to that effect. Welcome, Casual Joker. Hope you enjoy the show. And yes, there is a 1,500 battle value difference for one of the teams there. Chances are the Dragonborn are going to win this match because not only do they have a significant advantage, it's a player versus the bot. And the battle value goes to the player. But welcome, friend. Thanks for stopping by. We're just waiting for Darius to finish reviewing his pilots to make sure all of the information I put in is correct, which it should be. But he tends to be a bit more thorough than the rest of us, so I don't know how many times, in fact, he's called me out. I shouldn't say called me out, but pointed out where I've made mistakes. He's probably called me out once or twice, too, now that I think about it. Probably deserved it.
Oh, of course you deserved it. I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
Indeed. Joker says, but it's Battletech. Headshots are a major equalizer. That they are. Go ahead. All's good. Awesome. After this match, we will have the final match of the final week of the regular season. We'll be looking at the Sian Spirits taking on the Ramoran opposition. Both teams struggling to stay in the running for the Trinity Cup. And based on not only their actions, but the actions of other players, other teams, they may or may not make it in. We'll have to see how that match goes. And because that is 2 NPC teams I will be playing as the home team, and the away team will be played by a bot. So that'll be a relatively quick match, I think. And I'm still apprehensive about my cat. He is sleeping right now, which means he's probably going to be awake half the freaking night, annoying the bejesus out of me as I'm trying to go to bed. Got the King Crab and the Zeus already on the field. Looking like the Dragonborn have a bit of a hill to get up and over in order to get into close range. For the Dragonborn Spider and the Lyran Locust, that won't be too much of a problem. But this uphill fight might be in favor of the Debutantes and may even things out a little bit and make the Dragonborn have to fight a little bit harder to get the win that they're looking for tonight. All right, and off we go. Wolverine and a Zeus moving to cross the field. No sight yet on the Lyran Locust. It's probably hiding somewhere doing hideous locusty things. Not much in terms of firepower on that Wolverine, but I have noticed that Wolverines can take a bit of a punch, at least within their own weight class, before they end up falling over. But when you got a big mech like the King Crab, it doesn't take much to knock one over. There's the Locust. Yep, those damned Locusts. You're absolutely right. They can be annoying, and it's the 1S, which I believe has a couple of SRMs on it. Let me double check that. 2 SRM2s and a medium laser. However, very little armor. A medium laser will cause some severe heart concerns on any location on that thing. So, speed is that Locust's only good armor. And here we go. The firing round has begun. I do feel like the Dragonborn are going to pull this one off, but I think it might end up being a bit costly. At least until that King Crab gets in a good spot to do some damage. It does have a couple of PPCs and AC-20... No, it's the LBX-10s. That's what's on it. Keep forgetting that. 2 LBX-10s and 2 PPCs. And then just to make things even more entertaining, a couple of SRM-6s for when things get close. King Crab is nasty. Conversely, that Zeus, I do believe that's one of the mechs that is not a horrible thing to... excuse me. Oh no, this one's nasty. PPC, large laser, rear-mounted medium, and a forward-mounted medium. But more importantly, you get in close, those 3 SRM-6s can really mess your day up. So that particular Zeus variant is can be a little tricky to handle maybe, but it's definitely dangerous in the mid-range. Of course, it is the bot. The bot does like to do some very poor positioning choices, like putting a mech adjacent to an opponent at one level lower. We saw that twice in one match. Our first match of the evening, in fact. And down goes the Locust. Doesn't look like it's going to be getting it back up because it is already on its first shot taken a PPC to the torso and damaged the gyro. Oh my god, that was impressive. Let's back up and make sure I didn't miss anything. King Crab takes a PPC to the torso. Light damage on the King Crab. King Crab shoots at the Locust and basically removes that mech as a threat. That was well played. Right torso destroyed. Oh, excuse me. Armor destroyed. Standard gyro hit. And it loses. Yeah, that mech is basically done for. It's not doing anything. Locust is crippled. Find it on the sheet. That is probably going to count as a kill real soon. Alright, Griffin, Zeus, King Crab, Wolverine, Spider, and Locust. I'm going to put money on the Locust withdrawing. Ooh, the Spider has drawn the attention of the Zeus. That is... Oh, dear God. It's like watching a MechWarrior Online match and nobody knows don't chase the light. Oh my goodness. That is foolish. With that Locust effectively neutralized, losing the Zeus will end the match in favor of the Dragonborn. Plus or minus details of specific shots, of course. King Crab is in a dangerous spot, but it is only a Wolverine, and I think the King Crab can take it. And the Locust is indeed withdrawing. It did attempt to stand. It looks like it didn't do so well. Bui, the pilot, takes 1 damage. But it is out of the fight. And that is a kill credit for the King Crab already. Well, the Locust managed to actually get up. Okay, I see what I didn't read very thoroughly. So the Locust made the PSR to stand up and ran, but because it has a busted gyro, the run triggered another PSR that it failed. That's how the pilot got hurt. I get it now. I get it. Well, that Locust is out of the fight regardless. Didn't last very long. Alright, what are we looking at here? King Crab eats a bunch of fire. King Crab eats a bunch more fire. Not really a lot, to be honest. And let's see. Missed the Wolverine. The Zeus takes some damage. Still at light damage. Wolverine misses. Or excuse me, the Spider misses the Wolverine. No big booms here. Not this round. Whenever you're ready there, Darius. I got what I need. Wow, look at that. 4 or 5 pellets hitting that Zeus in the center torso rear. Let's see. Some mechs getting kicked, but no biggie. Let's see. Zeus kicks the Griffin. 2 armor remaining on its right leg. The Wolverine kicks the Crab. Hits the right arm and has 23 armor remaining there. Nothing special. Just some damages. That Griffin actually is at light damage. I need to mark that. Griffin is running super hot. Avoided a shutdown. Rolled a 12 to do it. That's impressive. Griffin moving last. King Crab moving first. I think the Locust just made it off the field somehow. Shouldn't have been able to do that. Oh, it's dropped out of sensor range or whatever. There we go. Not important, because that Locust is already defeated. Griffin is amazingly hot at the moment. I'm pretty sure that's the Locust trying to stay standing and everything. Nothing but question marks that makes me think it was indeed the Locust as it attempted to move to the edge of the field. The Lyran Wolverine is lined up for some back shots on the King Crab. King Crab's probably got plenty of armor in the back, so that shouldn't be a huge problem. And the rest of its locations that can be hit from the rear are still in very good condition. I'm not worried about that. I imagine Darius isn't either. Alright, King Crab eating some rounds and missiles. The Zeus firing at the King Crab as well. Get some good hits in, but nothing big. PPC, LB10, and SRM6 hits the Zeus. I do have the Zeus marked for damage already, yes. And PSRs are all survived. Ready when you are there, Darius. Got all the info I needed. Down goes the Griffin with a blown out leg. That Griffin is now crippled with the loss of that leg, and the pilot takes 1 damage. Let's see. Griffin kicks the Zeus, does some damage, but it's not enough to do anything more than triggering the PSR. The king crab takes a punch, but he is fine. Oh, and there was a critical hit on that griffin's hip as well. I don't think that will really amount to a lot, since there is no leg there. Not sure exactly how that works. Because the hip critical slot is in the leg, but now that the leg is gone, the penalties for the hip won't matter. And it's not like that mech's going to run anyway.
Right.
So I think the worst you'll have to deal with is maybe a PSR if you jump. Maybe? Not likely? I'm good whenever you are. Fortunately, it's going to be tough to keep that griffin in the fight at this point. But not impossible. Wolverine, Griffin, King Crab, Zeus, and Spider moving last. Always a good thing to see the light mechs moving last. Allows you to line up all kinds of good shots on your opponent.
Yep.
And I do believe the Spider is coming off cooldown, so I think you can actually get in there and be really freaking nasty with it. I'm imagining the pilot of that Griffin, Rickstad, just being like, I'm so tired of this Griffin falling apart around me. Can I please have a good mech now?
Mm-hmm.
And there goes the Locust. Abandoned. Not sure where my cat wandered off to. I think he's hiding somewhere. Alright, we got the King Crab moving into dangerously close range. I think that Zeus is about to get fucked up. I'm not worried about that Locust. Whatever the hell's going on with it, it's not gonna change anything I've already got recorded. Alright, well, the Lyrans are definitely lighting up the King Crab, as would anybody with half a brain when you've got a King Crab that freaking close to you. Alright, let's see what happens here. Wolverine firing on the King Crab, hitting with the medium laser. The Zeus firing medium laser, all three SRM6s. We've got a head hit in there that gets re-rolled with edge. Otherwise, the King Crab is fine. We've got the Griffin firing on the Wolverine, but missing. And now the King Crab returning fire on the Zeus. But more importantly, look at little Spider go. managing to score a critical hit on the Zeus's right leg from the rear shots. That puts the Zeus at heavy damage. And then the Zeus falls over. And the pilot is fine. Otherwise, that was impressive. Go, Spider, go. Normally I don't say these kinds of things, by the way. Ready when you are. Alright, melee phase. I think that Wolverine is about to get booted. And I wonder, can that spider punch the Zeus? Because it's, despite the level difference? Or because of the level difference, I mean? I feel like he can. He can, and he hits! Wolverine taking internal damage now. That's going to put the Wolverine at moderate damage. Other than that, everybody is still standing that was standing a moment ago. .20 kick to the leg. Good lord. And now all three of your mechs move after. No, nope, that's heat. Shut up. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. 10 heat on the Spider, 6 on the King Crab, 5 on the Zeus. Now, oh, that's not good. The Zeus moves after your mechs. And the Wolverine just put himself in a very bad spot. That was not intelligent. Once again, the bot being stupid. Coming up soon, our next match will be the Sian Spirits taking on the Ramoran opposition. And again, as I've mentioned a few times, this I think is the match to watch. This is the match that, for two teams out of the entire league that have been struggling the most to stay relevant, to stay viable, this match will be a crucial one for either team. Alright, the Zeus did manage to get up and is now repositioning, but not by much. It just stood up and turned 1 hex. But that King Crab is at dangerously close ranges to the opposing Zeus. Wolverine is still in a bad spot, but not one being capitalized on for a boot to the face. The moments that we live for when playing Mega Mech, when you have the opportunity to put a 20-point damage kick in someone's face. Love it. Doesn't happen as nearly as often as I would like, but when you get that opportunity to kick somebody at one level lower and use the punch table, it is so satisfying when it's the cockpit that gets rolled. Alright, let's see what happens. King Crab taking internal damage now. Takes him up to moderate levels of damage. Let's see. King Crab continues to eat fire. Oh, the King Crab just like a critical slot, the shoulder. That will take him up to heavy damage. The Griffin, oh my goodness, what are we looking at here? Fired the PPC without the field inhibitor. Let's see, needs to roll a 10 to avoid damage. Fails. Takes 10 damage to the internal structure of the right arm. The right arm is destroyed. PPC is destroyed. Rikstad himself takes 2 damage. Let's see. Total of 3 hits now. Got some edge being used. Rikstad manages to stay awake. Hits the Zeus. Zeus is on internal structure. If I already got him up to heavy. Let's see. King Crab comes in and starts laying waste to the Zeus. Zeus is taking critical slots. I think I've already got, yep, I got it heavy. The Zeus goes down, losing an arm in the process. Clift, the pilot, manages to stay not hurt. It's not really a word, but whatever. Done. Ready for the next phase whenever you are there, Darius. That PPC blowing up in the Griffin's face was... I mean, the Griffin was already marked as crippled, so it didn't really matter a lot in that regard, but that is bad. Such are the odds when using those rules, though. Zeus takes a 20-point kick to the leg. The leg is blown out. The Zeus is now crippled, having lost that leg. And the odds are now almost definitively in the favor of the Dragonborn. Nine heat on that King Crab, 8 on the Spider, 6 on the Zeus. Going into round 6 now. Debutantes sitting at 55% remaining battle value. And it looks like the Zeus is again moving last. Not that it can really do anything. Wolverine lining up for some rear shots. And the Zeus ejected. That is a kill for the King Crab. Yep. It looked like it was trying, it got the forced withdrawal triggered, but couldn't move, and therefore it ejected. And it is no longer a question of whether or not the Dragonborn will win. They will indeed win, unless something crazy happens with that Wolverine, the only Lyran mech left on the field. I feel like that Wolverine is going to eat a 10-point shotgun. Mech-sized shotgun, that is. Alright, let's see what we got. King Crab loses the LB-10. That's unfortunate. Let's see. King Crab does do a bunch of damage back. Blows out the Wolverine's hip and a jump jet. That'll put the Wolverine now in heavy damage. Let's see what else happens. Not much. Spider manages to get a shot off onto the left torso rear, but that Wolverine is almost done for. I'm good. Got some physical attacks coming in now. King Crab is unfortunately not in a good place to do anything about it. Wolverine takes 6 damage to the left leg. Wolverine also missed its punch on the King Crab. And the Spider is at 6 heat. Let's see what this initiative board looks like. Moving now into round 8. 27% battle value remaining on the Debutantes. And, excuse me, the Wolverine moves first, followed then by all of the Dragonborn team. So, good luck, little Wolverine. Good luck. That is a horrible place to go once again. Good God, bot. Moments like this where you almost consider to not even fire on your opponent just so they can stay standing and so you can kick them in the face. That Wolverine is about to get popped like a pimple. Alright. Firing phase. Pretty sure this is going to be the last round of this match. Coming up in just a few minutes. Sian Spirits taking on the Ramoran opposition. Calling it now. There's my kitty. Oh, wow. Wow. Did not expect to see that come up. Alright, let's take a look at this. King Crab takes 5 damages from a laser. AC 5 misses. SRM 6 hits with 4 missiles. The 4th missile hits the LB-10X cluster ammo. Bamsey takes 2 points of pilot damage. Let's see what else we got. The right torso is completely blown out, but thanks to the fact that the King Crab is an advanced mech, the case is in place, saving the mech. Losing the PPC, however. That King Crab is still at heavy damage. It's not yet crippled. Wolverine eats a PPC and 6 out of 10 pellets. Wolverine gets a critical hit, or excuse me, the Spider gets a hit on the Wolverine's engine. That will make the Wolverine crippled for our purposes with that engine hit. Let's see what happens here. Wolverine falls over, so unfortunately there will be no kick to the face. It's not able to do anything about it, and I got all the info I need. Let's see what happens next. I don't think there will be a physical phase. Yep, and there we go. Dragonborn win the match. They get 3 victory points for winning. They get 1 for losing. We have, let's see, what mechs are in the graveyard and which ones. No mechs are thoroughly destroyed. We have a Locust and a Zeus that were, whatever, they were defeated. Alright, so 3, let's go to this page here. I believe it is 4 points for that Assault mech. 1 for the Light. That takes it up to a total of 8 for the Dragonborn. The Lyrans only get 1 point because they didn't kill anything. Let's talk about fans. So the Dragonborn came in with a 3-win streak. They're now at a 4-win streak, so that's going to be a +3 total fan roll modifier. No mechs were outright destroyed. There was no melee kills. So yeah. Darius, if you would please, roll me a 2d6. And we're going to add 3 to it to find out how many fans you pick up.
Doesn't the ammo explosion give a bonus?
That is a good question. Let me see. Let's see. No, unfortunately it doesn't because of the case. Had there not been case, that mech probably would have been outright destroyed. But because of the case, you're good to go.
Well, I could ask.
It never hurts to ask. At least that's what I've been led to believe. Total of 5 plus 3 is 8. That will give you 1 new fan for a total of 13. Let's see. Unfortunately, the Debutantes are now on a 4-game losing streak, so that's going to be -2, -1, for a total of -3. Let me go ahead and make their 2d6 roll and see what they get. And I rolled a total of 7, but 7 minus 3 is 4. And that means -1 fan, taking them down to 8 total fans. Now for some math. Let's see, we've got 8 plus 1 is 9 times 1.5 is 13.5, so 14 divided by 3 times 2 is 10 for the winning team, and 4 for the losing team. So 10 times 13, I don't need to do that math. That's 130 wealth gain for the Dragonborn. Plus the 290, that's not how that works, Jesus Christ. 130 plus 292 is 422 wealth before repairs and medical. The Lyrans gain 32 wealth, taking them up to 285 before repairs and medical. And it looks like, with those 8 points, the Dragonborn are definitely going to be locked in for the playoffs. Sitting at a solid 3rd place. Rough guesstimate off the top of my head. I'm not sure where everybody else is at the moment. Darius, your thoughts on this evening's match against the Lyrans? As you said earlier, they did a very poor job tonight.
Yep. Went just about as I expected. The ammo explosion was a little disappointing.
Yes, it was disheartening indeed.
Yeah, that King Crab.
Thank God. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Thank God for Case, because that probably would have killed your crab.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not, you can't replace that mech. Once it's gone, it's gone. You could repair it, though. It's just, you know, significantly more expensive than another assault mech. But, yeah, I think, once again, watching the bot put mechs in shitty positions that can allow for kicks to the face is just ridiculous. Now my cat is starting to meow at me. Get away from the fireplace. You're already covered in soot. Dumbass.
How many victory points did I get, and how many victory points were there total?
You receive 8 victory points insofar as the match is concerned. You did your base wealth value, or whatever we're calling it, is 10. And your new fan number is 13. Oh, I gotta spray this cat. Hold on.
So I gained 130 wealth?
Correct. Well, don't go into the damn fireplace, dumbass. I love my cat, I really do. Don't misunderstand any words I use towards him. I mean, he's a cool cat, I like him, but like, how many times do you need to poke your head into the fireplace? Nothing's changed the last 3 days that you've done it, you know? And you're just getting covered in more soot that I gotta figure out how to get out of your stupid fur. Anyway, yeah. Well, we have one more match tonight. Darius, if you would be so kind as to click done when you have a second, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. And this match, well, you know, because I'm just that kind of guy, I'm going to see how fast I can get to it. Or get through it, I should say. What are you doing now? I hear you making sounds. What are you doing? Sorry, I got distracted by that dumb cat. I should not call him dumb. Somebody's gonna call me out and be like, "You hate animals." You better not be clawing up my leather couch. I'll beat you. Where are you? Come out here. See, this is exactly what I was afraid of. He took a long ass nap up until just a few minutes ago. Now he's wanting to get into shit. Alright, let me stop talking about this cat and get to this match. Alright, first I need to add a bot. The bot is the opposition. I think he's actually climbing between the couch and the wall. This little turd. He's making me nervous, honestly. Let's see. Opposition is not that team. It's this team. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know what you want me to do. Okay. Alright. We are looking at about 1,000 battle value points difference between the opposition and the spirits. And the spirits also have about a 20-ton advantage over their opponents. I will be taking, of course, the south side. That makes the opposition taking the north side. And real quick, let's talk about the lineup. The Sian Spirits, one of the two teams, one of a couple of teams that have been fighting tooth and nail to stay in the rankings for the playoffs, currently sitting in 5th place. They're bringing the Emperor 5A, the Hunchback 4H, and the Firestarter 9H. Cat is. What are you doing over there? Get out of there. Sorry, this cat is making me super nervous. Brady's clawing up my couch or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, Emperor, Hunchback, and Firestarter going up against the opposition's Warhammer, Phoenix Hawk, and Cicada. And to be totally honest, I'm not terribly worried about any of those mechs. They're gonna take. I'm gonna have to beat them down, but it shouldn't be terrible. It will be an interesting match, though, I think. Let me go ahead and switch this around here. So the home team is not the Debutantes, it is the Spirits. I hear you. I hear you. And the away team is not the Dragonborn, it is the opposition. So let's go ahead and get this match going. Darius, if you could click done when you have a second, please. I don't know what you think you're doing, but you need to calm down. Go back to sleep or something. Crazy. I don't know if you guys can see him or not. I think my chair's in the way. Anyway, alright, here we go. Setting up my deployment. Oh, look at this terrain. I got some hills to get up over. You know what? Let's see if we can keep the high ground. Let's put the Emperor here. What is the Emperor carrying? Large laser AC5, large laser AC5, mediums. That's it. That sounds interesting. The Hunchback 4H. This one is the AC-10 and a few medium lasers. We'll keep him in kind of close to the Emperor. And then the Firestarter, medium lasers and flamers and machine guns. We're going to try to use him as a flanking type, so I'm going to put him over here, I think. Alright. Looking at the initiative, my fire starter will be moving last. Otherwise, we're going kind of my turn, their turn sort of deal, but not really. I'm just going to scoot the Hunchback as far forward as possible. Same thing with the Emperor. Actually, no, I think this round will stay in the trees. And then, oops, I'm going to move my fire starter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, doesn't matter. To there. Alright, firing. Let's see. AC 10 needs an 11 to hit that cicada. And not going to hit anything else. Alright, well, we'll fire at the cicada for an 11. Emperor also needs 11s with the AC 5. Let's see, the large laser also needs that. And then the fire starter doesn't have anything in range. Oh, wow. AC 5 already hitting internal damage on that cicada. That is going to help me out. 2 PPCs from that Warhammer hitting. Oh my god, they both hit the center torso of the Emperor. That sucks so much ass. Oh my god. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. 2 PPCs to the same spot, taking the armor down to 28 armor in that center torso. He is negligible. The Warhammer is moving last, and my Emperor is moving second. Okay, yeah, let's get all up on that cicada and beat its ass down. While we wait for the opposing team to do something. Let's see. What's the height? That's a -1. That's a -2. Don't want to get that close with the Hunchback. Don't want to get kicked in the face. The thing we've been talking about literally all night long. Alright, Emperor. Do your shit. It's going to be really hot. Can we get a shot off? Rolling 12s to hit with these medium lasers, but you know what? Sometimes the sun shines even on a dog's ass. Alright, and then we're going to continue pummeling this poor cicada. Alright, let's see what we're looking at. Emperor takes some more shots. Emperor takes more shots. The Emperor takes another PPC. Jesus, they're just priming that Emperor down, aren't they? Cicada. What are we looking at here? Let's see. Cicada, right torso, section destroyed left arm. That takes it up to heavy damage. Where are you, Cicada? Fire starter misses. And then the Hunchback hits with some stuff, blows out the right torso. Oh, look at that. That cicada is already crippled, taking engine and gyro hits. It is somehow still standing, though. So we're going to kick him. And there goes its leg. And the pilot takes some damage. Okay, Phoenix Hawk is at a 9, Warhammer at a 6, my Emperor is at 8 heat. A little bit higher than I like to be. That's okay. My Emperor and Hunchback move last. That is amazing. Cicada is gone. We're going to give that to the Emperor. Firestarter needs to move. Put him over here. That's right. That's right. Look away. Look away. Okay, keep him there. I'm going to put him here. Need to hit 9s to get hit with that medium laser. go. Emperor now shooting on... We'll take down that Phoenix Hawk. Let's see. Okay, we can do that. Fire that, fire that. Fire that. Alright. And then this guy. Oh my god, they are fucking up my Emperor. Holy crap. Emperor is now up to heavy damage. Warhammer Firestarter misses the Warhammer. Phoenix Hawk is taking damage now. Let's see, Phoenix Hawk also taking internal damage. Did an AC-10 hit? Nice, it hit the arm. Everybody's still standing. We're gonna kick the Phoenix Hawk. Need a 4. Phoenix Hawk gets kicked, but so did the Hunchback. Everybody's still standing. Moving now into round 4, we got high heat on the Phoenix Hawk. Everything else is manageable. Hunchback moving first. You know what? Well, this is what we'll do. We'll just back him off this way. See if that draws the Phoenix Hawk away a little bit. The Warhammer's closing in, but like a dumbass, he has opened himself up to back shots. Something is crippled with throwing, so what? Okay, now. Oh, I can't turn because I'm so hot right now. Okay. But at least I'm not in a spot where it will kick me. It will probably just go behind me and blow up my rear armor. No, it's not. It's actually breaking contact. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just focus down the Warhammer with everything we got. 15 is good. 18. Alright. Oh, he went after my Firestarter. Dumb. Let's see. Uh, 8 and 4 is 12. 8 is 20. 6, 19. Alright, there we go. Oh my god. Leave my Emperor alone. Man. Emperor losing critical slots, but we already have the Emperor at heavy damage. Phoenix Hawk shoots the Firestarter a bit. Center torso twice. That's unlikely, but whatever. Firestarter light damage. Warhammer now taking damage. All mechs are still standing. Let's kick this Warhammer in the butt. We triggered a PSR. Oh, the Firestarter's taking internal damage. Son of a gun. Okay. Everybody's still standing. Now moving into round 5. Got some high heat on the Warhammer and the opposite, Phoenix Hawk, but not bad. Their Warhammer's moving last. That is not good for me. Okay, what do we got? We've got Phoenix Hawk has bolted off. I think what we need to do is get in here. And what is his heat at right now? Come on, give me the heat thingy. Heat 3, okay. So yeah, let's do this. Get on that Phoenix Hawk. Maybe the Firestarter can take him down. Nope. Emperor is just going to stand where he is. Okay. Hunchback first. Need a 5 to hit with AC-10 and some lasers. Firestarter is going to shoot at the Phoenix Hawk. Must have jumped because it's got a +5 on it. Need a 9 to hit with the medium lasers, though. And now we do that. Gonna drive our heat up a little bit higher than I like. But we're gonna keep taking critical slots on the Emperor anyway, so we might as well do what we can. Phoenix Hawk misses the Emperor. Warhammer hits the Emperor, takes out a shoulder. Hunchback hits. We got internal damage on the Warhammer now. Let's see. No criticals yet. Firestarter misses on the Phoenix Hawk. Warhammer loses its torso and arm and takes an engine hit. The Warhammer is now crippled. That is good. That is good. Kick the Phoenix Hawk. Maybe knock it down. Kick the Warhammer. Maybe knock it down. Ooh, that's an automatic hit. Let's see. The kick on the Phoenix Hawk missed, and the Phoenix Hawk pilot falls. Pilot is okay. The kick on the Warhammer hits, removing armor, and now on the internal structure of that right leg. But the Warhammer is still standing. Alright, initiative. Emperor and Firestarter are last. Warhammer moving after my Hunchback. I think I'm just going to keep my mech right where he is. Maybe turn him a little bit. Yeah. Oh, the Warhammer is withdrawing. Nice. I got to figure out who to give that to. Give me just a moment. Warhammer is retreating. Let's take a quick look at the log to see who got the last big hit in. Round 5, Warhammer. It wasn't the kick. What one caused the engine hit? That was the Emperor that got the engine hit. So we'll give it to the Emperor. Warhammer. Whatever it is. Alright, close that. And now to get my Phoenix, or excuse me, my Firestarter up. And then turn. Done. Yes. Alright, Firestarter is up. And we're going to turn that way. And AC-10 on the right torso, that's unfortunate. We can put a couple of lasers onto the Phoenix Hawk. Well, one laser, I suppose. Whatever. And the Emperor now firing a large laser, AC-5, and one medium laser onto that Phoenix Hawk. Let's see what happens. Alright. Firestarter takes some hits. No biggies. Hunchback misses. Firestarter blows out an arm. Phoenix Hawk is now losing critical slots if I haven't already marked it. It is not. It is now. And the Emperor hits with the medium laser. Not much more than that. We got a melee phase. Kicking. Need a 6. You're not kicking anybody. Firestarter misses a kick again, but no biggie. And Firestarter moves last. And the enemy Phoenix Hawk moves soon. Emperor's just going to sit tight. Not a bad place to be. For the Emperor, he's okay. He'll just torso twist. Hunchback, on the other hand, is going to go for that back shot. And then the Firestarter is just going to come in and actually do that. Twist onto him. Fire the large laser. Fire medium lasers. We can fire one more. We can fire that too. This poor Phoenix Hawk is just gonna die. That. Just a matter of who gets the kill shot at this point. Alright, Emperor takes some hits, and the Emperor lays waste to the Phoenix Hawk. Got a critical slot. Left arm destroyed. And the Phoenix Hawk misses everything. That's unfortunate. We can't... there must be somebody nearby that the Phoenix Hawk can, or the Emperor can do something too, but whatever. Kick the Phoenix Hawk with a 55-ton mech. Connects. No armor remaining on the Phoenix Hawk left leg. Jesus. 33% battle value remaining. I gotta do a little bit more damage. Back up that way. Back up that way. And the Phoenix Hawk is withdrawing. Now to look to see who gets the kill credit. And then round 7. Last one to hit the Phoenix Hawk was the Hunchback. Did some stuff. The Emperor did some stuff, but the Emperor destroyed the arm. The left arm. Phoenix Hawk didn't really do a lot. Like, it did some hits. Alright, we'll give that one to the Emperor because he blew off the arm. So that's 3 kills for the Emperor. That is a match win for the Spirits. I'm going to do the /victory because all their mechs are currently withdrawing. Opposition admits defeat. We're just going to click done through all the phasey stuff. And Team 1 has achieved all required victory conditions. We're not going to save this. No mechs outright destroyed. That's unfortunate. But here's what we're looking at for victory points as I pull up the rules. 3 points for the Sian Spirits. 1 point for the Ramoran opposition. We killed a heavy. That's 3 points. We killed a medium. That's 2 points. We killed another medium. That's 2 points. That is 6, and 4 is 10 points for the Spirits. 1 point for the opposition. Spirits get a +1 for winning. There was nothing else spectacular that I can recall happening. So only a +1 on the fan roll for the Spirits. Real quick, we'll roll that. 2d6. Rolled an 8, +1 is 9. That should give me a +1 fan, I believe. Yep, +1 fan. Taking the Spirits fan base up to 8. Let's see. 1 loss streak for the opposition, so they're going to be now at a -1 for losing, another -1 for a 2 loss streak. For a total of -2. Let's roll them real quick. Rolled an 11. -2 is 9. Somehow, they still managed to get a new fan, despite their loss, which is good, because they only had 3 going in. They're now at 4. And some quick maths. 10 + 1 is 11. Whoops. Times 1.5 is 16. That makes it 17. Divided by 3 times 2 is 12 points, or 12 base value for the Spirits, and 5 for the opposition. 12 times 8 is, I'm going to verify that. I don't think it's 72. It's 96. Plus the 92 they had. 188 for the Spirits before repairs and medical. 5 times 4 is 20 for the opposition. Plus the 54 they had is 74. 74 wealth before moving into the repair and medical phase. And that is the end of the regular season for the Grayland Trios League. Darius, my friend, I'm assuming you're still there because I have not looked at Discord.
Yes, I'm still here.
How are you feeling? I got to input these points for all 8 teams, but how are you feeling right now with not only being in, I believe, 3rd place, most likely, but also looking at the strong possibility that the Sian Spirits are probably going to be ranked number 4 after this?
Well, they certainly made a comeback.
That they did. That they did. Both teams, in fact, that started off on a very bad position going into the mid-season. Both teams were 0-3. That would be the Dragonborn and the Spirits. And both teams have redeemed themselves, it looks like.
Mhm. Quite so.
I'm trying to, I was kind of going back and forth for the last day or so, looking at the spirits and the opposition, looking at their track record for this season. Both teams, in my mind, for whatever reason, kind of had grown something of an attachment. The opposition out here fighting hard, despite the difficulties they've had. The spirits, on the other hand, they had that underdog tone going really hard in the beginning. And then they took a loss last week to the Canopians, and they come back tonight for the final match. And from the looks of it, now I realize, of course, I'm playing against the bot, but they basically tore the opposition team to absolute shreds. Similarly, the Dragonborn, 0-3 going into the mid-season break, as I recall, coming out of the last team standing with the biggest and, quite honestly, one of the scariest mechs out there. The King Crab 010, 2 LB10s, 2 PPCs, and 2 SRM6s. And with that King Crab, have managed to basically charge their way up the rankings. Quite the comeback story, if ever there was one.
Yeah.
And of course, we have the Golden Suns. Some would say the Davians are kind of the golden boys of the Inner Sphere. Here they are going into the playoffs 7-0. 7 wins, 0 losses. That, no matter what kind of sporting event or competition you're in, to go 7 consecutive matches and not have a loss, that is difficult. That is difficult to pull off. And somehow Fohammer and his Golden Suns have managed to do it. Any thoughts from you, Darius, either in or out of character?
About what?
About the Golden Suns going 7-0 for the season.
I mean, only thing golden about them is their money.
They do have a bunch of it now. But they have managed to go 7-0, which is no easy feat to accomplish, I think. Debutantes. I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's not an easy feat. I definitely have to agree with you there. But I just can't bring myself to say anything good about them.
Well, when you got the Dragonborn and the Golden Suns, it's hard to say something good about each other. That's one of the strongest rivalries, or feuds is probably a better term, within the Inner Sphere. The Golden Suns, or anything related to the Davians versus anything related to the Cretans, it's never a pretty picture. Never. It probably because something to do with well, we won't go into all the details, but there was a planet that was once attacked and a whole bunch of people died. Like an excessively large amount of people died. Anyway, so yeah, there we have it, my friends. Join us next week as we complete the first round of the playoffs. We will be looking at 2 matches, 4 teams. Currently, the only ones we know for sure are the top 3. That 4th position is going to be tight. I have to crunch the numbers. Excuse me. And by crunch the numbers, I mean I just got to figure out who is where. And if there is a tie, we're going to have to do a quick little, what the hell do they call that? Oh my goodness, I cannot think of the term. Anyway, we'll have to do some sort of match to determine which team of those tied up teams is going to take that 4th position. I can't think of the damn term. There's a word for it. I know there is.
No, we got a tie again?
Well, if we do. I haven't looked at all the numbers work out yet across the league. But if there is a tie for that 4th place position, we may have a wild card, I think is the name of the match that I'm thinking of. A wild card match. We may have to do one. But we'll see how that works out. And stick around in the Discord. More information will be released as the week progresses regarding which 4 teams will be going into the playoffs, or if there are more than 4, But we are definitely looking at the Golden Suns, the Industrialists, and the Dragonborn, all three pretty solidly locked in. I'm not expecting much changes there. But that fourth place position still hotly contested as of the start of this evening. Once I input all the numbers and see what things look like, it could be a really close run. We'll have to wait and see. Join me again tomorrow evening, Solasta multiplayer, conversations on a loading screen. As we continue our little trek through the game world there. Tuesday, we return to Arthurian Britain with Blood and Glory, the year 490 AD. Perhaps this week we will finally do the Battle of Lindsey. We'll have to wait and see how things turn out there. And then lastly, on Wednesday, we go back into space. Second Star, Traveler 2300 role-playing experience. Our players are currently in the Neubayern system, and they've got about a little less than 2 days of shore leave, so we'll have to see what the players are getting up to, or more accurately, the characters. Darius, my friend, any closing thoughts for you before we shut down for the night?
Long Island iced teas are delicious.
I have heard as much. I have definitely heard as much. Anything else?
Especially top shelf.
I think at that point it's just a matter of quality in the ingredients, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, my friends. Well, that is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoy the show. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click the next button to see how the playoffs go for the 30-22 season. And starting in about a month, my final plug for the night, about a month or so, we will be starting the 30-25 season, potentially with new players, possibly new teams, and a whole lot more mech-on-mech action to come our way. Stick around. There's lots more to come. In the meantime, do what you got to do to stay safe out there. Take care of you and yours. And as for me and mine, we are out of here. Have a great night, my friends. Thank you so much.